better life, a whole new life. Yes, I've been very blessed.
What do you think? I think it looks great. Awesome.
So, from a family drama that was almost unthinkable, at least one happy ending, as Abby now has a home and full tuition for a year of junior college, which she'll be starting next month.
And that is 2020 on this Christmas night. Thanks for watching. I'm David Muir.
And I'm Elizabeth Vargas. From all of us here at 2020, have a wonderful holiday weekend. Merry Christmas.
ABC News honored winner for the second straight year with the Edward R. Murrow Award for overall excellence in television and radio. ABC News, America's #1 news source.
The world unites for one epic party. New Year's Rockin' Eve live on ABC.
Why are we holding hands?
Why not? Everybody loves Jimmy Kimmel.
Am I right, ladies?
Stars, music, hilarity. Hop into bed with Jimmy Kimmel Live tonight on ABC.
This is home. WAAY 31 Hometown News starts now.
A state of emergency, tornado warnings, flash flood warnings, all issued in the state of Alabama. This video from Birmingham into our newsroom within the past 90 minutes. Birmingham emergency officials say they believe a tornado may have touched down. We know 3 homes are destroyed. 1 person has been hurt and sent to the hospital. 2 other people having to be pulled out of what remained of their collapsed home, but they are okay tonight. Thank you for joining us on this Christmas night. I'm Bill Young. Of course, as you know, heavy storms have been pounding the Tennessee Valley. Alabama taking a beating. Today, Governor Robert Bentley issuing a state of emergency, all because of this flooding we've seen throughout the state. The result of days of excessive rain. Each night, we have your top story and weather together. A rain-soaked Christmas day, so bad that authorities in the Tennessee Valley are telling you stay off the roads. Meteorologist Will Harkins letting us know what to expect later tonight and, of course, for the rest of the weekend. Will.
Well, that's some sound advice, staying off the roadways, and it's because of some storm reports like this one here. Fast Track showing just how much rain that we've seen, but check out this storm report. This one out of Marshall County, Alabama Highway 227 impassable due to mudslides. So it's night, it's already hard to see, there's water on the roadways. Strongly recommend that you steer clear of driving tonight. Some of the rain totals that we've seen near 5 inches for Huntsville, a little over 2.5 for the Shoals, getting up to close to 10 inches in Gold Ridge and Coleman. So heavy rainfall in the system that now finally working its way off towards the east and towards the south, and will continue to do so as we head through the overnight hours and into the early hours tomorrow morning. As far as what you can expect for the next few days, the Shoals, you'll be a little bit drier on Saturday, getting up to around 75 degrees by Sunday. Same goes for Decatur, around 72 degrees, but we'll see those showers start to increase as we head closer towards Sunday. Huntsville, much of the same, 40% chance of rain moving in late for you. Scottsboro, a little bit cooler, but still much of the same as far as the weather's concerned. We certainly need a dry spell, but will we get it? I'm breaking down what you can expect coming up here shortly. Bill?
All right, thanks, Will. Right now, we know there was a rescue effort underway trying to get to 2 kayakers in Fort Payne. WAAY 31 News talking with the DeKalb County Emergency Management Agency. They tell us the 2 people were out kayaking in the Eberhart Trail parking lot earlier tonight. Both, as we understand, have been located, but they have not yet been rescued, at least not at last check. We'll keep following this story, bring you any new developments as they come in, both on the air and online. Well, all throughout the valley, floodwater shutting down roads, causing damage throughout areas including Huntsville, Madison, Decatur, and Athens. Flash flooding has been a problem across the area. A lot of trouble for drivers, as you may well know. WAAY 31's Andy Devine out in the middle of things today, talking to some people who are deciding to brave the roads, others deciding just to stay put. Andy.
Bill, several roads here in Huntsville are still closed tonight, including the one behind me here in Montesano on the back side of the mountain. Now, that means warning, danger ahead. Police say do not go past those, but some drivers today decided to ignore that, going right through the flood water. Drenching rains leading to situations like this. A woman carrying a child to safety in the Rock Creek subdivision of Old Railroad Bed Road. Vincent Copeland is visiting family for Christmas. The cul-de-sac in front of his family's home is filled with water. He decided to stay put.
Shocking. I mean, I've never seen it flooded. I mean, I'm used to the rain. I grew up here in this area, but I've never seen it flooded like that.
Others, like the Jordan family, decided the rushing water wouldn't ruin their Christmas plans. they decided to drive through it.
Just keep moving for the most part, don't want to get stalled out.
The Jordan family made it safely, but that wasn't the case for this vehicle. Here at the intersection of Sanderson and Capshaw Road, you can see that a vehicle is actually stuck because this water has made it impassable. Officials say it can be a dangerous decision to drive over covered roads like this one.
My first thought when I saw the vehicle in the road was, why did they even attempt it, knowing that water was over the road? We've all seen the news stories and heard stories about people that went out into the water. You know, the safest thing is what you always hear: turn around, don't drown.
Now, fortunately, in this storm, no deaths have been reported, which is always a great thing, and it's definitely going to be one memorable Christmas, though, here in the Tennessee Valley. Reporting live here in Huntsville, Andy Devine, WAAY 31 Hometown News.
Well, right now we can confirm 50 roads are closed in Marshall County as a result of this flooding. WAAY 31's Holly Thrasher taking this video earlier today. Street flooding in Guntersville. Marshall County Emergency Management says some roads are washed out, others simply covered up with high water. The majority of these closed roads are in Arab, Albertville, Guntersville, and in Grant. In Athens, the intersection at Browns Ferry Street and Lucas Ferry Road still dealing with after effects of massive flooding. We go live right now to Christine Flores in Athens. And Christine, I'm curious if those roads are still shut down tonight.
Bill, I've been out here throughout the day seeing how the rain and the wind has definitely made for some dangerous road conditions. Now, right now, I'm off of Huntsville Browns Ferry Road, an area that saw quite a bit of flooding, several road closures, many of which are still blocked off. And some of these roads are some major roadways, which include Mooresville, Old Highway 20, Wales, and even Shaw. Now, those lead to the Browns Ferry plant. Emergency management representatives say as of now, those roads will remain closed throughout the night. They say they will be out in the morning surveying those closed areas for potential openings. I spoke with commuters who shared their experience in the rain and what had them out in these conditions.
Actually heading toward Tennessee, and we came to check where I work at down here at Tanner. I live the closest of anyone, so came to check on the property and make sure everything wasn't flooded or having any issues there.
Parker says the business was okay with no signs of damage so far. Now, emergency crews say they're blocking these intersections for precautionary measures. They are advising people to stay off the roads and indoors. Live in Limestone County, Christine Flores, WAAY 31 Hometown News.
I heard Christine mention this a moment ago. Shaw Road at Longate Road in Limestone County shut down tonight after floodwaters washed away a portion of that road. Look, it's where it used to be. People who live nearby say this has happened at least 3 times. Still too early to know when that road might reopen. Well, all throughout the day, WAAY 31 viewers just like you have been taking to our Facebook page, uploading photos like these of flooding from throughout the Tennessee Valley. We wanted to let you know just how much we appreciate that contribution, especially on the Christmas holiday, and let you know how much it really did help us with the extensive coverage of today's floods. The number of dead from tornadoes in our neighboring states is now up to 14. Tonight, reporter Andrew Spencer talks to some people who are just grateful this Christmas to be alive.
This tiny building may have been what saved Tony Goodwin's life when the tornado hit Perry County, Tennessee, southwest of Nashville.
When I saw it, I was like, oh crap, we're in trouble.
The tornado knocked his house off its foundation, but he and 6 other people survived by dashing into a storm shelter.
I had my grandson in my arm, under my arm, and everybody got in except for my sister-in-law, and I'm yelling at her, come on.
The second she got inside, he says he shut the door and put down the bar. Not far from his home, Ann and Antonio Izaguirre had no such shelter. The couple, who had just celebrated their 36th wedding anniversary, died in the storm. They are 2 among more than a dozen people in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas killed by the storms this week. It's amazing to see the images of what's left of houses like this one. The family of 3 inside suffered only minor injuries.
This is a miracle. There's no way that 3 individuals were in this house at this time, and they were able to walk away.
Waking up on Christmas Day with this mess left to clean up, another strain for families who are nonetheless thankful that they still have each other.
She's still upset. Well, Mom, what are we going to do for Christmas? So, well, we'll still be okay. We're here. That's a Christmas gift enough in itself. Things can be replaced, but you can't replace people.
I'm Andrew Spencer, reporting.
Well, new at 10, there is no word on the cause of a fire tonight at the Hartmax Antique Gallery over on University Drive in Northwest Huntsville. WAAY 31 crews were there as fire crews were putting out that fire. Investigators do know the fire began in the warehouse. That is where a majority of the damage appears to be located. Nobody was inside at the time, so fortunately nobody was hurt. We have our finger on the pulse of the Rocket City, and everything that helps make our area tick is a roundup of your local beats. We start with TechAlabama.com. An anonymous donor giving a $525,000 contribution to Hudson Alpha's new Smith Clinic for Genomic Medicine. The donor says he hopes the money will help those who suffer undiagnosed conditions find answers for their medical mysteries. The Smith Family Clinic is a collaboration between Hudson Alpha, UAB, and Children's of Alabama, which looks to diagnose patients using DNA sequencing. That clinic currently accepting patient referrals. From RedstoneAlabama.com, during the holiday season, we all know it's important to remember the men and women in uniform and the military civilians who have been deployed around the world and can't be with their families. Tonight, we have some holiday greetings from around the globe.
I'm Senior Airman Michael Coleman, deployed to IUD Air Base Qatar. I want to send holiday greetings to my family and friends back home in Birmingham, Alabama. I love you. Roll Tide.
Hi, I'm Major Joshua Daniels, deployed to Al Udeid Air Base Qatar. I want to send a special Christmas Day shout out to my family, my mom and dad, and my brothers Jordan and Jace in Prattville, Alabama. Sorry I couldn't be with you this Christmas, but have a wonderful Christmas. Enjoy the season, and I'll be home soon enough. Love you guys.
I'm Senior Airman Vincent Senegar, deployed here at AUD Air Base Qatar. I would like to wish my family and friends back home in Montgomery, Alabama, a happy holidays, and I love you and I'll see you soon.
Hi, I'm Specialist Mooney, currently stationed in Camp Casey, Korea. Just want to say happy holidays to my mother, Vicki Wood, back in Smith Station, Alabama, and also my wife and the rest of my family. Love y'all.
Hello, my name is Staff Sergeant Stephen M. Meadow. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I'm with the 117th Air Refueling Wing. I'd like to wish a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays to all my friends and family back home, and I'd like to say War Eagle.
I'm Josh Burrow with SpaceAlabama.com. As people around the world celebrated Christmas Day, the 6-person crew on the International Space Station also got some time to get in the holiday spirit.
We have seen a few Santa caps on heads as the astronauts float by, including on the cosmonauts. You know, the Cygnus.
They also got the day off, but the ground crews in Huntsville and in Houston still kept their 24/7 watch on the station's important systems.
For Christmas Day, it's a crew off day, so we don't have any science experiments scheduled. The crew gets to spend it talking with their families and doing whatever they want to do on Christmas Day.
December also saw 2 pre-Christmas deliveries to the ISS, one from a private American company and the other from the Russians.
And each of those carried some Christmas goodies, so I'm sure they'll get into those, presents, hats, and hopefully a good Christmas dinner as well.
We would also like to wish everyone on Earth and in space a Merry Christmas from SpaceAlabama.com.
Christmas Day around the world, from a message of peace to a cleanup following a day of terror. We'll show you what is being done on the day of Christ's birth. Will.
I'll let you know when we'll finally start drying out from all the rain coming up right after the break.
You've just watched the latest from Redstone, Alabama, Tech Alabama, and SpaceAlabama.com. Interested in a leadership career at Redstone Arsenal? A graduate degree from Athens State in global logistics and supply chain management could get you there. Find out more at athens.edu/masters.
Wake up! Come on! Why are you sleeping? Come on! What time is it? It's go time! Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go! I feel like I went to bed an hour ago. I'll make the cocoa.
Get a great offer on the car of your grown-up dreams at the Mercedes-Benz Winter Event.
It's the look on their faces that makes it all worthwhile.
Now lease the 2016 GLE 350 for $569 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer.
It's the Ross year-end clearance with hot markdowns on hundreds of items throughout the store. Better hurry to Ross before it's all gone.
It's H.H. Greg's After Christmas Sale. One day, Saturday.
Greg's got it!
Get a friends and family coupon for an extra 11% off our already low prices. One day only, Saturday. Don't miss it at H.H. Gregg.
Greg's got it!
Download the Space Alabama app, available now in Android and iOS. Download the Redstone Alabama app, available now in Android and iOS.
think I'm going to take it upon myself, Will, to speak for the entire Tennessee Valley when I say enough with the rain.
Yes, I think there's a pretty much unanimous decision at this point, but nothing quite like a Christmas here in the Tennessee Valley. Your first Christmas here in the Tennessee Valley, in fact. What did you think?
Baptism.
Baptism.
Baptism, kind of,
Baptism.
yeah. These floodwaters, I told you, I said I'm getting ready to go out and start building an ark.
Yeah, I know, and we even saw some people, you know, having to walk through it. It was just horrible, horrible, lots and lots of rain, very scary in some situations, but things are starting to dry out now. The flash flood waters are starting to recede a little bit, and, well, temperatures today, they were quite warm, topping off at 70 degrees in Huntsville, naturally before the rain started moving through. The Shoals hit 71 degrees. Rain, the Shoals, you dodged a bullet, only reaching about 2.5 inches. Huntsville getting a little bit higher up, closer to the 5-inch mark, as rain is still falling in some parts of the Tennessee Valley right now. Here's what we're seeing on Fast Track. This is radar estimated rainfall totals. That big purple streak you see going from Coleman County up into portions of Marshall, Jackson, DeKalb County, that is 6 to 8 inches of rain. And from some of the observations they've had out in this region, that's not too far off. Huntsville hit around 4.77 inches of rainfall. The Shoals get about 2.5. Decatur, very similar to Huntsville, but check out Coleman County. 9 inches, 9 1/3 inch of rain, getting close to 10 inches of rain. This is ridiculous. And of course, those radar estimates around 6 to 8 inches for portions of Marshall and Jackson County. This is a system that brought all the rain. Now finally starting to work its way off towards the south, and some of that rain starting to die off, but portions of the valley still seeing some light rain out there at this hour. 63 degrees right now in Athens as well as Decatur, 64 for Moulton. Huntsville sitting at 65 degrees. Down around Arab sitting at 61. Same goes for Albertville, where you're still seeing a few showers moving through. As far as what the models are saying, as we go through the overnight hours, showers come to a close. We actually started getting some drier conditions in here on Saturday, but not too dry because, well, that would just be too nice of Mother Nature to give us perfectly dry conditions. We'll still have some isolated showers moving through. Temperatures getting up into the lower to mid 70s all across the Tennessee Valley. That holds through as we head into Sunday, but late Sunday, as we get into Sunday afternoon, we're going to start watching off towards the west as the next system gets ready to make its way through the valley, bringing more rain. So as this system starts to exit Saturday, looking pretty good. Sunday looking pretty good. But again, Sunday afternoon, heading into Monday, we're going to be watching the west. This is the next system that's going to move through, bringing with it more heavy rainfall to the Tennessee Valley. And that cold front you see right there, back behind that, we're actually going to get some pretty cool temperatures. So gone are the days of 70s for our afternoon highs and 60s for our lows. We're going to talk about temperatures more where they should be, more in line with what they should be for this time of the year. Overall, the next few days, temperatures still running well above average for what they should be, but here comes that cool down by Tuesday. Temperatures falling off back down into the 50s, a 20-degree drop, in fact. So very, very cool conditions are on their way to the Tennessee Valley through the next 7 days. The main rain threat will end by Monday. Minor rain threat for Wednesday, but things next week are looking significantly better than what we saw this week. After all, we've had the severe weather and now the flash flooding, and now possibility of the rivers starting to work their way up as well.
Yeah, that's of course what we're going to be keeping an eye on all throughout the weekend, like you said. You know,
Absolutely.
something to be aware of, especially if you live anywhere near the water.
Absolutely.
All right, Will, thank you. All right, despite all this weather, Christmas must go on. We're going to take a look at how people were celebrating the holiday all around the world. It's when we return.
I'm Meredith Wood. We hope everyone has a very happy holiday, however you might be celebrating with your family and friends.
And I'm Erin Daisy. Monday will get you ready to usher out 2015 and welcome in the new year. Joshua?
And if there's anything on the roadways that could slow you down, we'll be keeping an eye on it from the traffic center. Heather?
And we'll tell you from the WAAY 31 Weather Center how we're going to end 2015 and start the new year. We'll see you Monday starting at 4:30.
Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey presents Legends. Make family time legendary.
Tickets start at $15. Opens December 30th at Von Braun Center.
Things couldn't have been much worse. I was drinking all the time because of the pressure at work. Then I got fired, but I couldn't stop drinking. Until my husband called Bradford. Their proven treatment program was exactly what I needed.
Bradford has been helping adults and adolescents overcome addiction for more than 30 years. Treatment is affordable, confidential, and only a phone call away.
Bradford helped me turn my life around.
Nissan's holiday event for the season's best offers.
For a limited time, lease Rogue, just $209 per month. Or get a $139 per month lease on Sentra. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com.
Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey presents Legends. Make family time legendary.
Tickets start at $15. Opens December 30th at Von Braun Center.
The Honda Civic, now with a clearance price.
On this Christmas Day, as millions of people celebrate the holiday around the world, Pope Francis offers his blessings during his annual Christmas Eve Mass at the Vatican. And in the land down under, their unusual tradition lives on. We get more tonight from ABC's Elizabeth Herr.
The Pope sending a somber message calling on Christians to act in a way that is simple and balanced.
Israeliani e palestinesi.
Also urging Israelis and Palestinians to resume dialogue, supporting the backing of peace agreements to end conflicts around the world. This before the thousands gathered at the Vatican to celebrate the Holy Day. In the Holy Land, there were fewer pilgrims this year, with Bethlehem at the center of the violence between Israelis and Palestinians, but it was quiet on this holiday. In war-torn Syria, also a break from the guns and the conflict. Instead, parades and presents. Meanwhile, Santas hit the waves in the land down under, a favorite Christmas tradition in Australia. In Germany, these members of the Berlin Seals called this their traditional Christmas Day dip. While the Santas in South Korea convened in the national capital, delivering cheers and gifts. Finally, in Britain, crowds braved the rain and waited hours to catch a glimpse of the royals heading to a church service. This, another royal tradition on the morning before Queen Elizabeth delivers her annual Christmas message.
There's an old saying that it is better to light a candle than curse the darkness.
And here in the U.S., President Obama is calling on Americans to take the time to pay tribute to the troops, the military families, and the veterans, to say thank you for their sacrifice today and every day. Elizabeth Herr, ABC News, New York.
Yeah. You know what else is kind of a Christmas Day tradition? A lot of basketball.
A lot of basketball, exactly. You know about that, right?
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm going to take us back, rewind us back to 2007 and show you guys my favorite play on Christmas Day. Plus, the Cavs trying to hand the Warriors their second loss on the season. Can the King get it done? Highlights coming up in sports.
The gifts keep coming. A Christmas suit sale. Starting Saturday, select designer suits are $229.99. Plus buy one, get one free on more. Save on stylish year-end looks from your favorite designers at Men's Warehouse.
Wendy's, why does one of your Dave's Hot and Juicies cost almost as much as two of our Little Thick Burgers with 100% Black Angus beef? Nah, I guess it's just one of life's mysteries. 2 quarter-pound Little Thick Burgers for $4 at Hardee's.
This is an oven. And it's hot. Not microwave hot. Oven hot. This is made from scratch.
The Bacon Swiss Chicken Biscuit, only at Hardee's.
If you're thinking, it's time to get myself a new Honda, I hope you think of the all-new University Honda of Florence, because we're sure thinking about you. That's why our new web address is myuniversityhonda.com. Myuniversityhonda.com has everything you need to make the right decision for you. I'm Dave Story, and we're sticking to it. Because when your family and friends tell you, nice car, we want you to say with a smile, My University Honda.
Flight leaves for Los Angeles in 3 hours. Carter, pack your bags.
I'm the chick with the shotgun. America's top agent.
You're under arrest.
Is headed west.
Ready for another adventure, Miss Carter?
To bring a little sass.
California is going to go to hell in a handbasket.
Okay.
This case is much larger than we thought.
Maybe it's more like kick a whole lot of pop and the heart go boom.
Good Lord, man!
Marvel's Agent Carter 2-hour premiere event, January 19th on ABC.
In a foreign lottery, victims get either a telephone solicitation or a mail solicitation that they have won money, but before they can receive their winnings, they have to pay some type of taxes or duties. If you have to pay money to get money, it's a scam. If you're taking care of elderly parents, be aware what's going on in their daily lives. If they're making large dollar withdrawals from bank accounts or arranging wire transfers, it's imperative that you know what it's for, because more likely than not, they're being scammed.
The gifts keep coming at our After Christmas Suit Sale. Starting Saturday, select designer suits are $229.99. Plus buy one, get one free on more. Save on stylish year-end looks from your favorite designers at Men's Warehouse.
Download the Space Alabama app, available now in Android and iOS.
Hey, just one time, I need it. Raiders! Raiders! Raiders!
You were looking at Charles Woodson. Some of you may love that sound, some of you hate it. Will over there seems like he hates it. Well, he's addressing Raider fans after last night's victory over San Diego. Last night was Woodson's last home game of the season. He shocked the Raider fans last week when we reported that this would be his last season playing in the NFL. He played in the league for 18 years as a safety, playing most of his career with the Raiders, but also played for Green Bay. Woodson is the only player in the NFL history with 20-plus sacks and 60-plus interceptions. The 39-year-old defender is tied for 5th for the most interceptions, and I know sports fans are going to miss seeing him out there to play. Well, some of my favorite memories growing up during Christmas was, of course, opening gifts, eating my mom's famous chocolate chip pancakes, and watching the marathon of the most competitive teams in the NBA going at it. Some things never change. Kevin Durant and the Thunder taking on Jimmy Butler and the Bulls. First here, Durant backing down Butler. He's going to hit the turnaround J. Looks so pretty. Durant gets the pass here and shoots right over the top of Butler. Then it's Durant again, this time backing down Butler, spins the other way, and this time hits the J. KD 19 points in the first half, but check this out. Under 4 seconds left in the first, Butler hits the high arcing three over Durant. Butler gets the last laugh and quiets the crowd. Bulls took a 2-point lead. Now into the fourth. Derrick Rose bricks this one, but Pau Gasol there to pick that up and score, and it's going to be the Bulls getting the win in this one, 105-96. So will the rematch of the 2015 NBA Finals as LeBron James and the Cavaliers visit Stephen Curry and the 27-1 Warriors. We pick this one up in the third. Curry sends a great pass cross-court to Thompson. This is called being in the zone. Splash Brothers, you may have heard of them. Green already knows that shot is in before it leaves his hands, and now the facilitator, Curry, with a great bounce pass to Green, who dunks it home. Next, Cavs possession again. This is LeBron James makes a deep contested three. Cavs are down 54-49. LeBron keeping them in it. About 7 left in the third. Warriors up 5. Curry gets a pass. Gets past LeBron and Timothy Magaz, and he makes the lay-in and one. And he is pumped up. Just watch him just having so much fun against these guys. Well, the Warriors get the win, stay with only 1 loss in the season. Final score in this one, 89-83.
It's an honor. Obviously, only 10 teams get selected every year to play in those games, so it is a little tricky with taking time with your family and all. You know, enjoying the Christmas holiday, especially a lot of us have family come in and visit and stuff like that.
All right, that's going to do it for sports. Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll be right back right after the break.
Complete Dental, the smile for your life.
When people drive a Jaguar, they just feel special.
They're fun to drive, they're sexy, but the luxury is second to none.
George and I are there every day. We're accessible to our employees, to our customers.
I think it's unique that the owners are there every day because you typically don't see that in our industry.
And if they do walk through that door with the long-term employees, with George and I being there every day, they'll notice the difference. They'll feel it, and it's value to the customers. We believe that with all our hearts.
Explore the imaginative ways artists use air to create large sculptures and blow-up, inflatable contemporary art. These works create a spectacular immersive environment that'll be fun for the entire family. And grab your ice skates for the 4th annual Skating in the Park behind the museum. Open 7 days a week with extended holiday hours. A family tradition and an exhibit you won't want to miss. Visit hsvmuseum.org for more information.
It's H.H. Greg's After Christmas Sale. One day, Saturday. Greg's got it. Get extra savings store-wide with a special 11% friends and family coupon. Hurry! A sharp 55-inch smart TV, $488. A Maytag washer and dryer, $699 for the pair. Get a friends and family coupon for an extra 11% off our already low prices. One day only, Saturday. Don't miss it at H.H. Gregg. Greg's got it.
Wow, you changed my old bedroom.
With a little help from a Haverty's designer.
He helped us reinvent the whole space.
And it is perfect.
I'm sure it was perfect then, too, because you're perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect. No, Mom, you're grounded.
It's better now.
Well, my design sense is ever evolving, so.
It's all on sale for the holidays. Shop our winter event at Haverty's and enjoy 36-month no-interest financing. Haverty's, discover something new.
Complete Dental, the smile for your life.
Clearance going on now at your North Alabama Honda dealer.
New Year's Eve, the world unites for one epic party. You are going to see it all. With One Direction, Nick Jonas, Demi Lovato, Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, and Carrie Underwood live. Ryan Fergie and Jenny Hurst. New Year's Rockin' Eve live on ABC.
Thursday, January 7th, a new series that pits diet versus diet.
I'm on your plan, 100%.
Drop pounds or drop the plan.
This is real life.
My Diet is Better Than Yours. Series premiere Thursday, January 7th on ABC.
You know what? We're out of time. From all of us here at WAAY 31, have a very Merry Christmas. See you back here tomorrow night.
Hairstyles provided by Teravacho Salon Spa, where the difference is in the detail. And Roosters. Roosters is just like your father's barbershop, only better.
Year-end clearance sale on a brand new Accord.
Bah humbug. Papa said if we don't sell it all, old St. Nick won't be stopping by.
Oh, well, 'tis the season to make a deal.
Sutton's Furniture, Highway 72, just 10 miles west of Target.
Here's the perfect way to end the year. The final days of the Ford Holiday Sales Event. Get 0% financing for 60 months on 2015 F-150 and Focus and 20